So for Season 28, we start off with the Gears of Dreadlands set on the Demon Hunter. It's fast, it's strong, and it's very easy to get with the Season Journey. As with any build, there's a few variations, which I'll talk about later on. I mainly use my Demon Hunter to farm GR 100s, so my gear isn't fully optimized to push with, but it does exactly what I need it to do. So let's take a look at what gear you should be using. Start off with a helm and look for a crit chance. For a chest piece, you run your basic core stats. For shoulders, you typically want cooldown and area damage. I'm prioritizing cooldown. And for the optimal gloves, you really want to have crit hit chance, crit hit damage, area damage, and cooldown. For the pants, you want to get the Hungering Arrow damage increase. Try to get that to 15%. For bracers, you want cold damage and your crit chance. For the Squirts necklace, we want cold damage increase with crit hit damage and crit hit chance. If you can only find dexterity, crit hit damage, crit hit chance, that's fine too. So for focus and restraint, it's a little bit different. We want to have raw damage and then crit hit damage increase and crit hit chance increase. And for the belt, we're going to use Hunter's Wrath. Now this one, you want to make sure to have Hungering Arrow at 15%, and you want to get as close to 200% for the legendary power as possible. So your weapons for Maxroll are your standard Dawn and Fortress Ballista. You have to have Dawn somewhere because it reduces your cooldown of Vengeance by up to 65%. And once you're ready to get rid of the Ballista, you can swap in Vala's Bequest. This one will just give you a little bit more damage. Some alternative builds out there you'll see is Chain and Bolter, and you wear the 9th series satchel, then put the Dawn in the cube. And sometimes you'll see a Yang's recurve with that same kind of setup. For your legendary gems, we have a few options. Standard, you run Bane of the Trap for more damage to CC'd mobs. Tegooks, which increases your damage and armor up to 10 stacks when using Strafe. We want to also run Simplicity Strength mainly for the increased damage to primary skills, but it also gives you a little bit of survival. Now sometimes I'll see Zais running around, but it's not as strong as these three. And for the cube, we're going to have two very important pieces as well. The 9th series satchel, which gives Hungering Arrow an additional 600% damage increase. And Depth Diggers, which increases the damage of Hungering Arrow by an additional 100%. And last part of the cube, run Convention of Elements. For the potion, I like running Kool-Aid because although we can pass through walls, you still can't shoot through them. Alright, let's go over your skills. First we want to start off with Hungering Arrow because that's what we're stacking for the build. And then Devouring Arrow, which increases your damage for every enemy pierced. We're going to run Strafe, which has a lot of buffs from our build. And Drifting Shadow to go faster. Then Preparation with Focused Mind to get resources back. Smokescreen Special Recipe for defense. And for Vengeance, I recommend Dark Heart. It reduces your damage taken, helps you stay alive longer. But if you have hatred problems, then you can run Seethe. Last up, Wolf Companion, which gives you a straight damage boost. And for passives, you want to run Call the Weak. Increases damage to slowed or chilled enemies by 20%. Steady Aim, as long as there are no enemies within 10 yards, all damage is increased by 20%. Numbing Traps means any enemies you slow or chill will have their damage reduced by 25%. And personally, I like to run Awareness, which is the Demon Hunter Cheap Death. Some variations, once you start climbing up, you can swap in Tactical Advantage, you can run Archery, or you can run Ambush. Alright, so let's check out how this works. First off, we're going to spam Hungering Arrow and get up to 20 stacks for your momentum. This also gives you a damage boost, so we want to keep that up. Use Strafe as your movement as it gives you bonus damage and defense. You're going to have to stop every so often to spam Hungering Arrow. It sucks. As you run through, keep up your companion Howl as you need, and then once you hit an elite pack, use Vengeance. And for hard elite fights, use Smokescreen to keep yourself alive, and Preparation as you need. Now, if you get an elite that won't go down, you can stop and spam Hungering Arrow, and the Rift Guardian goes down pretty quickly if you strafe at a distance. Alright, that's it for the Gears of Dreadlands Demon Hunter. Good luck out there.